Perfectionism ruined my early teenage years. 2021 and a little bit into 2022, I was dreading perfection. I was up here when other people would look at me, he's got followers on social media, he's hitting the gym, he has really good habits, but inside, I just wasn't it. And it made my life worse than when I was participating in the bad habits such as, porn, a lot of social media, a lot of my day was taken up by my phone. It was worse than that. The perfectionism mindset, the mindset that you're not good enough, you will never be good enough, is worse than that average mindset. And as I told you, I struggled with that for about a year. It was only when I really noticed that I was struggling with it went away. Yeah, I had the goal to inspire lots of people to become the best version of themselves, quit their bad habits and start living their dream life. That was what I was trying to help people do. Yeah, I was about 14 and 9 months and I started. That was the day I started. Yeah, I might put up a photo of my first ever journal when I was 14 and 9 months old on the screen right now. You can see, never look at it. That was the first day of self-improvement, the first day of NoFap. Yeah, all that type of shit. Yeah, cold showers, meditation, etc., etc. I was going really good for the first, 3 to 4 months. Then it was early 2021 where I started YouTube. I started TikTok. I started Instagram. I didn't start Instagram from about a year later, but YouTube and TikTok I started, and that went really well for about a couple of months. But then it hit in perfectionism. I was starting to gain a bit of followers by then, maybe 500 subscribers on YouTube, maybe about 10,000 followers on TikTok. And perfectionism hit me so fucking hard it wasn't funny. The amount of views I was getting on the videos really mattered to me. My physique, how I looked in the mirror, my hair, my skin, everything I was insecure about. If I got a really low video view on either YouTube or TikTok, I'll delete it, because I was so obsessed with the idea of getting a certain amount of views. And for you, it may not be videos on social media getting a certain amount of views, but for you, you may have something else that not everybody struggles with perfectionism on. That was really shit English, but it is what it is. Yeah, I know you have your one thing, even if it's just minor, that you struggle with perfectionism on, and it limits you from being the best version of yourself when you do that thing. Yeah, I wasn't creating content because I wanted to help people when I was in that mindset. I was creating for views, for likes, validation. I fucking hated that shit. It was a gamble every single day. I had no control over what videos went viral. And I subconsciously struggled with that for about 8 to 9 months. It was only about this time last year, February, where I really noticed that I was struggling with perfection. I read The Power of Now, the book, and that changed my life. I am going to give you 3 things you can add to your life right now that will help you with your perfectionism. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, because I'm not. I struggle with perfectionism a lot, still to this day. But before we get into it, if you haven't already yet, make sure you hit that white subscribe button down below, because I'm helping you quit your bad habits, quit your bad mental habits as well, so you can start living the life of your dreams in 2023 and smash all your goals and make a ton of progress. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing I am going to explain in this video, in how to overcome perfectionism, is realizing that no one really cares about you at all. No one's thinking about you, and everybody else, like 99% of the population, is thinking the same way as you. They're trying to be perfect themselves because they think that everybody thinks about them 24/7. Everybody has that mindset, my bro. Everybody does. You're not a part of a minority having the mindset, having social anxiety. Everybody does, even me. Especially if your perfectionism is rooted in the fear of judgment, which most people's perfectionism is. You have to realize that everybody has the same mindset. Yeah, let's say you get embarrassed out in public. People are literally thinking about you for 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, probably 30 seconds, probably 10 seconds, probably 5. Literally 5 seconds. You see something when you're driving on the road and you see something really weird, you may talk about it to your friend for a couple of minutes. If people want to cling to you 24/7, they have a big fucking mental problem. Number 2, you have to realize that we're going to die one day. I know it sounds really cliche. It's like, we're going to die. Yeah, of course we're going to die. But we're going to die one day. We are going to die one day, and you don't know when. You could literally die after this video ends. I've course, I'm not going to preach that on you, but you could. But I don't want you to fear that. I want you to use death as a way to enlighten you, as a way to step outside your comfort zone and do what fulfills you. And the thing you're thinking about, like say with me, for example, if a video didn't hit 10,000 views on TikTok or whatever, it would be the end of the world. But no, I'm not in a life or death situation. And on my deathbed, if I look back on my life and all I cared about was getting, a certain number of views per video, how shitty would that life be? Chasing something you barely have any control over. Yeah, the thing you're tweaking about, trying to be perfect at, what if you died tomorrow? Would that perfection really be worth it? And number 3, what you achieve, what you do on a day-to-day basis, your occupation, what school you go to, what you study at uni, what you study at college, does not define you. I want you to let go of the idea that this thing defines you. Like how many subs you have on YouTube, that defines you. If you go to the gym, that defines you. Nothing defines you except who you are on the inside. Yeah, go after your goals as hard as you possibly can, because you can do that. Because you have the freedom to go and do it. Because it's exciting, because it fulfills you, because it makes your balls burn. You are not who you think you are. That person calls you ugly, you've been getting called ugly your whole life. They're only saying that because they're reflecting their own insecurities onto you, because they themselves live in a world of judgment and insecurity. They're surrounded by it. The most judgmental people are surrounded and filled with negativity, judgment, and insecurity. Now, if perfectionism is leading you to participate in bad habits, that's not a good thing. Yeah, because that's just going to make the perfectionism worse and worse and worse. And you're just going to keep going downhill, downhill, and downhill. Now, if that is a problem for you, go and get my free ebook down below, because it gives you the 5 simple steps to overcome a bad habit. And also it will give you an idea on how to quit this perfectionism deeper than I explained in this video as well. But yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Much love. Peace.